Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Father Joseph Lagumbay and I'm from the Catholic Universalist Church. At today, pag-uusapan natin ang anime na Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer is one of my favorite animes now because the anime showcases a lot of things about Buddhist spirituality, which resonates deeply within me. So let's talk about the premise and some of the things that we can practice. No, some of the things that is shown in the anime that we can practice in real life. Okay, so let's start first with the premise of the existence of demons. Sa Kimetsu no Yaiba kasi, the villains, no, the demons that are being eradicated by the protagonists or by the demon slayers, the demons are really not purely evil. You know what I'm saying? The demons kasi in Kimetsu no Yaiba are actually just people who've been through so many hardships in life, and that because of this negative situation that they were into, it made them make decisions that is not just harmful to themselves but to others as well. So technically mabubuti itong mga taong ito. It's just that because of the negative circumstances na pinagdaanan nila sa kanilang mga buhay, they became demons, and they accepted the offer to become, let's say, stronger, to become powerful in exchange with their humanity. So sa Demon Slayer kasi, at first, no, you will really hate the demons, you will really hate the villains, but just before the protagonist kills them, or just, let's say, few minutes before they are really totally eradicated from existence, nagkakaroon ng backstory, nagkakaroon ng flashback, no, kung ano yung nangyari sa mga buhay nila. At tangina, iiyak ka talaga. Ewan ko, bato na siguro yung puso mo kung hindi ka iiyak sa backstory ng mga demons. You will really feel and understand their humanity. You will start to see that, human beings are not really evil, di ba? Ito yung pinaka-message kasi ng Buddhism and Advaita Vedanta or non-duality, is that every person or every being is not inherently bad or good. We all carry this potential. Now, because of maybe certain let's say things that is happening or has happened in your life, it creates a distortion within our psyche in a way that it makes us into something that we're not supposed to be. Okay, just like a guitar, no, a guitar, kung let's say if you will just strum the strings like incoherently, diba? It creates noise. Alam mo yun? But if you use proper chords, then it creates a very good music. And take note, it comes from the same equipment. It comes from the same guitar. So what I'm trying to say is that Kimetsu no Yaiba has showed us that, demons are not really that bad. And it parallels to our very own lives, diba? Kung titingnan nyo sa labas, yung mga drug addict, let's say yung mga nakapatay, let's say yung mga hold-upper, yung mga snatcher, are they really bad people? Yung mga tao na nasa kulungan, are all of them bad people? Actually, no. They were actually good people who made the wrong decisions, who made bad decisions in their lives because they needed to do it. And that's why they're there. That's why we brand them as bad people, as the demons of our society. Okay, but we need to be more open-minded and open-hearted because these demons are still humans, and our love and understanding towards them is very much needed than us to be judging them. Okay, now next is their power system. The power system kasi in Kimetsu no Yaiba is not something, let's say, magical or something extraordinary, though it has been exaggerated, of course, kasi nga anime. But the power system is very, very let's say, real, because they are using breathing techniques and martial arts, of course. So breathing techniques, they have this, different art forms, or let's say different breathing forms that in a way correlates to the movements or to the techniques that they will be doing. Now, why breathing is very important? And why am I giving emphasis on breathing? Breathing kasi is the most natural thing in the world. As humans, it is the most natural thing we do. But in different spiritual traditions, in different mythologies and legends, breathing is something that is always being tackled. For example, in Christianity, it has been said in the Bible that God breathed life to man. We have the breath of life, no? So, breathing has been used by the ancient mystics in order to perform several tasks, not just the regular breathing that we do every day, but it is a special form of breathing. It's mindfulness breathing. In meditation, in Buddhist and Hindu meditations, or any type of meditations, breathing is very essential. It's because the moment you know how to breathe properly, you will know how to act, you will know how to respond, and you will know how to move accordingly. Breathing kasi helps us take in oxygen. And when we take in oxygen the right way, it will nourish our body in ways that we could not imagine. Just like in the series Kimetsu no Yaiba, when they use a special breathing technique, it helps them heal their injuries or stop bleeding. It helps them become stronger, faster, and it helps in their regeneration. So, alam mo yun, once pala we know how to breathe properly, we will be able to do these things in real life, not in the anime. Did you know that millions or even billions of years ago, the oxygen content in our atmosphere is very high? It's way, way higher than the oxygen content that we have right now. That's why there were, diba, giant dinosaurs, there were giant insects, giant animals, gigantic plants, and shrubs. It's because of the oxygen content of our atmosphere. That is why breathing properly can help us become more stronger and, let's say, more powerful in a way, because yun nga, once we take in more oxygen, it makes our body much more stronger and much more bigger. Also, proper oxygenation will help us stay young. Okay, because if we have enough oxygen in our body, it will help our cells to regenerate effectively. At the same time, it will also help our skin to, let's say, age slowly. That's why if you could observe spiritual teachers and spiritual masters, most of them look younger than than expected. They look younger than their age. It's because of these proper breathing techniques that they are doing. If you have been in the spiritual path for quite some time, you will know that breathing is really important. And when we breathe, we really need to stuff all the oxygen in our body. It's not just breathing like, diba, parang short breathing lang. We need to really breathe like, dapat lulubo yung tiyan, and we need to breathe out slowly. So, in doing this, we're actually putting more oxygen into our body, which is, nourishing our cells, because the cells actually gets the oxygen from the air, and then it helps in, the cell regeneration, no? So, breathing also helps us to calm our mind. So in decision making, diba, if mainit na yung ulo mo, you're so stressed out, stop, relax, breathe, and then you will be able to what? Come up with the right decisions, because yun nga, nagiging kalmado na yung utak natin once we breathe in properly. So yun yung isa sa mga advantages ng breathing. That's why it's been used in different mystical and spiritual traditions, because breathing plays a significant role in our lives. Okay. Eto pa, martial arts, martial arts in combined with breathing. Yun nga, because we know how to breathe properly, we will know how to move properly, and it will also help us in battle. Kasi minsan, alam mo yun, if you are doing, let's say, an activity, a physical activity, and nawawalan ka ng stamina, not because pagod na yung katawan mo, but because madali kang napapagod kasi you don't know how to breathe properly. So, ganun din sa martial arts. Now, if Kimetsu no Yaiba is heavily based on Buddhism, then why is there martial arts? Di ba nga, Buddhism is a path of, peace and love and understanding, and the path of least resistance, mga ganon. But why is it that in Kimetsu no Yaiba, may martial arts? Well, to tell you, there are actually monks who are practicing martial arts, and that is the Shaolin monks, in China. there was a time kasi that it's needed na mag-practice ng martial arts yung mga monks. During, I think, around 500 AD, there was this monk from India named Bodhidharma. He's actually the 28th patriarch of the Mahayana Buddhism. He visited China. From India, he visited China to check the temple there. And he realized na the temple grew bigger kasi successful yung mga monks, no? In China. However, dahil din sa paglaki ng temple, nagiging nagiging target sila ng mga bandits, ng mga magnanakaw, and the monks are very weak. So for 9 years, Bodhidharma, according to the legend, for 9 years, Bodhidharma meditated, and he really contemplated on what to do on this issue. Then after 9 years, he arose from his meditation, and then he started writing books about martial arts. So he actually gathered some of the moves from their martial arts in India, tapos he converted it so that it can be used by the monks in China, and that was the beginning of the Shaolin monks. Kaya kung may makikita kayong mga movies ni Jet Li or Jackie Chan na may mga monks na nagpa-practice ng martial arts, that was the history, no? And so in the Buddhist context naman, hindi naman ibig sabihin na you are following the path of righteousness or goodness, hindi mo na pwedeng i-defend yung sarili mo. It's really different when you are defending yourself from you are initiating the fight, diba? So self-defense is actually very much applicable, no, in our day-to-day lives. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na you are following the path of goodness and kindness and love. Hindi ka na mag-practice ng martial arts. You need to practice martial arts in order for you to be able to know how to properly channel your energy. Kasi nga, kung hindi ka mag-practice ng martial arts tapos gagalaw ka lang based on your instinct, it's either you will kill others or you will be killed. You will either harm others or you will be harmed. Ganun lang yun. But if you know how to channel your energy properly, by proper breathing, by proper movements, by knowing how to channel your energy to the opponent's energy, using their energy to your advantage, then you will be able to take down your opponent without killing or with very, very minimal injuries, or very minimal damage to your opponent and to yourself as well. So it's important that we also know how to practice martial arts and self-defense. That's a very concept, no? So yun, that's why breathing in martial arts is essential then in spiritual practices. Now, lastly, there is this special breathing technique na ginagamit itong bida natin. They call it the breath of the sun. Now, why is the sun brought up in this issue or in this anime? If you see, the sun has been the embodiment of God for different religious traditions across time. No, since time immemorial, people are in awe just looking at the sun, because the sun is this pure ball of white light, and regardless if you're good or bad, the sun will give its light to you. 'Di ba? Kung may garden yung magnanakaw, may garden yung pulis, will the sun choose kung saan niya ibibigay yung liwanag niya? Di ba hindi? The sun is actually giving equal sunlight to the thief and to the policeman. So what I'm trying to say is that the sun has been the embodiment of pure consciousness of God here in this world. That's why in different religious traditions in the past, the sun has been treated as God. Okay, even the earliest Christian churches, no, the temples are actually facing the east. They call it ad orientem because it is where the sun of God is shining. So ito kasing breathing technique ni Tanjiro, the breath of the sun. The sun kasi has a very tremendous amount of energy that it actually charges things, di ba? Imagine the photosynthesis in the plants. Now, the sun actually charges the plants, the leaves of the plants. That's why it creates this reaction we call photosynthesis. So, just like what's happening in the plants, the air actually is being charged by the sun. And in the spiritual traditions, in different Eastern spiritual traditions, we call that prana or chi or energy. Now, once the air kasi is being charged by the rays of the sun, we will be able to take advantage of it if we will visualize on how to get it from the air. Okay? Kasi kung wala tayong visualization na gagawin when breathing this air, we will not take advantage of the energy that is placed in the air. We will not be able to take advantage of the energy na charge nung araw sa hangin na hinihinga natin. So, is there any evidence of this? Well, as of the moment, we really don't have any scientific evidence. However, different cultures in the past have utilized this, especially in India. They call it the prana, no? And then they are actually doing active meditation, visualization meditation, in order to take advantage of the energy that is being charged sa hangin na hinihinga natin. And number two, there's also this practice in Galilee, okay, during the time of Jesus, or even before the time of Jesus. Alam mo yung baptism na ginagawa nila? Jesus was actually baptized in the river of Jordan, but it's actually not baptism as we understand today, but it's called mikveh. Mikveh is, the act of purification na ginagawa ng mga ancient mystics in Galilee. So, they need to do the baptism using living waters. When they say living waters, it should be not the groundwater, not the water from the well, but it should be like either from the ocean or from the rivers, no? However, sa time ni na Jesus, dun sa Galilee, walang masyadong rivers doon. Walang masyadong tubig doon. So, as an alternative, yung ginagawa nilang substitute for living waters is actually the rain water. Why rain water? It is because di ba yung clouds, those are water vapors, right? And since it is exposed with the sun, the water vapor is actually charged by the positive energy of the sun. So, syempre, kapag umulan yun, the rainwater is actually living water. They consider it living water because it is charged by the sun. So, they actually gather rainwater in small vials. Tapos, yung gagawin nila, if they will be doing mikveh, not in the rivers, but just within their, let's say, small temples or houses, they will fill up a small pool with groundwater, tapos lalagyan nila ng rainwater so that that water will be ready for mikveh or baptism. So, alam mo yun, it's a very ancient practice, but we will still see the significance of the sun, di ba? Even if it's from a different, let's say, spiritual tradition. These people has taken advantage of the energy from the sun. Now, the breath of the sun in the anime Kimetsu no Yaiba is very powerful, that it is the only technique that will kill the king of the demons. Now, this is a special meditation technique that I have learned from my spiritual teachers. So, if we would like to take advantage of this prana, or this energy from the air that we are breathing that has been charged by the sun, we actually need to be in a meditative state. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, and then once you reach that calm state, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and just simply breathing in and breathing out, sitting in an upright posture. Your spine should be straight. So after like around 1 or 2 minutes, and then you are in that calm state, you need to visualize that you are actually breathing in energy, pure white light. This white light is glowing like the glow of the sun, the pure white light. If you can see a welding rod, if you see a welding rod that's lighting up, it should be brighter than that. So you need to visualize it, and you need to breathe it in, and then you need to carry that light wherever part of your body that is painful. That is really a very powerful visualization technique in order to heal your, let's say, sickness or diseases. Okay, but this is not an alternative to modern medicine. This is just a supplementary procedure, in a way that you will be able to take advantage of the energy of the sun and promote spiritual healing. Okay, kung masakit yung paa mo, visualize that you're breathing that white light, and then when you breathe in, visualize that white light is filling in that part of your body that's in pain. And then hold your breath for at least 7 seconds. And then after that, visualize that when you're breathing out, as you breathe out, all the negative energies from that specific part of your body is also coming out. Okay? And you can do that as long as you want to. Okay? You can even do that for an hour, for just, one part of your body. And if wala ka namang sakit, you just want to, let's say, revitalize or rejuvenate, or let's say energize your body, then you can also do that, no? So you can just be in a upright position and do that breathing exercises to all the parts of your body. Magsimula ka sa paa mo, hanggang sa shin, sa tuhod, dito sa hips mo, paakyat, internal organs, just do the same process of filling in white light to that specific part of the body. When you breathe in and when you breathe out, visualize that negative energies are coming out from that specific part of your body up until the tips of your hair. Nang sa ganon, you will be energized. And I promise you guys, that meditation technique, that visualization technique is really, really powerful. That it rejuvenates and it revitalizes your body. And it also helps your aura become more clearer and more brighter. Okay? Others naman just focus on their heart. That's also not a problem. Especially kung nagmamadali ka, wala kang masyadong time, no? Pwede mo din gawin ng meditation na yon, but just focusing on your heart, let's say for 7 minutes, because the heart kasi pumps blood. So if you visualize that white light in your heart, by the way, the heart is also energetically connected to the sun, because the heart is actually the central chakra. No? It's the center of all the energy centers above and below, so it also corresponds to the sun. So the heart is energetically connected to the sun. So what you need to do is that you can just visualize a ball of white light in your heart, because since the heart is pumping blood, as soon as the heart gets energized and magnetized, it also energizes your entire body. Okay, so pwede din yung gawin. Alright, so this is our very own version of the breath of the sun in real life. Okay, so yeah guys, I hope you've learned something new today. And yeah, if this is your first time watching, please click like, and also please share this video, or please tag your friends below. Nang sa ganon, they also would be able to know these things that we are talking about today. Alright, and yeah, kung hindi ka pa naka-follow, please follow my Facebook page and my YouTube page as well. Nang sa ganon, when I upload videos like this, you will be one of the first few people who will be able to watch my videos. Alright, so that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Father Joseph saying Namaste.